EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Prescott outright completes it to Jarwin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you get a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
McCann's kick up and good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On the option, here's Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They juked him. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Lawrence to Chark. First down, Jacksonville. Now Lawrence on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 40-yard run on first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence able to complete this to Chenault. Fighting his way through contact. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll try to run with Etienne. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. McCann's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, it's Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs.
Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. LaVisca Chenault, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. They'll try and throw for it. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Prescott off play action. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They run again with Dowdle. And able to work his way down to the 16. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback. And that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go to Elliott again. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space. Maybe.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have the Jaguars' 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 81 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, that changes things, obviously. They can elect to bring the kicking team out now and try it from the 20 if they want.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they did exactly that. Going for 2 from the 7 versus kicking it from the 20, I like my odds better with my kicker.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
To throw, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's a give to Etienne, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jaguars, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.